The man in the beat-up pickup truck next to you at the grocery store might be worth more than your doctor. Most millionaires don't look rich. They look invisible. Here's the test that exposes who's actually wealthy. Thomas Stanley and William Danko spent decades researching America's millionaires for their groundbreaking book, The Millionaire Next Door. What they discovered shattered everything we think we know about wealth. The typical millionaire drives a 3-year-old Toyota, shops at discount stores, and lives in a modest neighborhood. Meanwhile, the person with the luxury car and designer clothes is often drowning in debt. This phenomenon comes down to two distinct categories: stealth wealth versus fake rich. Stealth wealth is real wealth that stays hidden. These people accumulate assets quietly, spend below their means, and prioritize financial independence over appearances. Fake rich is exactly what it sounds like: high-income earners who spend everything they make, and often more, to maintain an expensive lifestyle that looks wealthy but builds no actual wealth. The authors created a simple formula to identify true wealth builders. They called it the expected net worth test. Take your age, multiply it by your annual household income, then divide by 10. That's your expected net worth. If you're significantly above this number, you're likely building real wealth. If you're below it, you're probably living paycheck to paycheck, despite your income. Let me show you how this plays out in real numbers. Meet Sarah and Mike, both 35 years old. Sarah earns $80,000 as a teacher. Using the formula, 35 times $80,000 divided by 10 equals $280,000 expected net worth. Sarah actually has $420,000 in assets, her paid-off home, retirement accounts, and savings. She's a wealth accumulator. Mike earns $150,000 as a marketing executive. His expected net worth should be $525,000. But Mike has $180,000 in total assets and $340,000 in debt from his mortgage, car loans, and credit cards. His actual net worth is negative $160,000. Despite earning almost twice Sarah's salary, Mike is what the authors call an under-accumulator of wealth. Sarah drives a 7-year-old Honda Civic and buys clothes at Target. Mike leases a BMW and shops at premium retailers. To outside observers, Mike appears more successful. In reality, Sarah is building substantial wealth while Mike is building substantial debt. Most people make Mike's mistake because they confuse income with wealth. High earners often fall into what researchers call the income trap. They increase their spending to match their rising income, never allowing the gap between earning and spending to widen. They buy bigger houses, lease expensive cars, and upgrade their lifestyle with every promotion. This creates a golden prison where they earn impressive salaries but remain financially vulnerable. The truly wealthy do the opposite. They maintain modest lifestyles regardless of income increases. When they get a raise or bonus, they invest the difference instead of spending it. They understand that wealth isn't what you earn, it's what you keep and grow. The research reveals that most millionaires are first-generation wealthy. They didn't inherit their money. They accumulated it slowly through consistent saving, smart investing, and living below their means for decades. They buy used cars with cash, live in middle-class neighborhoods, and many still use coupons. Here's your actionable step. Calculate your own expected net worth using the formula I mentioned. Age times annual household income divided by 10. Compare that to your actual net worth, your assets, minus your debts. This single calculation will tell you immediately whether you're building real wealth or just maintaining expensive appearances. If you're below your expected net worth, don't panic. Start by tracking where your money goes for 1 month. You'll likely discover that small recurring expenses, subscriptions, dining out, convenience purchases, are quietly undermining your wealth building. The goal isn't to live like a monk, but to be intentional about spending on what truly matters while cutting ruthlessly on what doesn't. True wealth whispers, while poverty shouts. The flashiest person in the room is rarely the richest. Real millionaires are hiding in plain sight, building their financial independence one modest decision at a time. If this made you think differently about money, subscribe. One concept every week.